So we'll start with the first part of Solidity by example. This part is called Hello World, and here we define a very basic Hello World smart contract. So Pragma specifies the compiler version of Solidity, as simple as that. This line is going to specify which Solidity compiler version will be used to compile your smart contract. This caret here means that the compiler version must be greater than or equal to 0.8.24, and it should be less than the next version, which is 0.9.0. The first line SPDX license identifier, it's simply there to indicate what kind of open source license we are using for the smart contract. These two lines declare a smart contract called Hello World, and we create a public string type variable called greet where we store the Hello World string. Let's try it out on the Remix ID. So we see that we have a smart contract here on the Remix ID. We'll go to the compiler tab and we'll compile the smart contract. We are getting a green tick here, which means compilation is successful. Now we'll deploy the transaction. So this interface right here is where you can deploy your smart contract on a virtual machine, on an Ethereum virtual machine. I'll give you a quick overview. We'll deep dive on the specifics of it later in the series. This drop down here allows you to select the version of Ethereum virtual machine that you want to use, you want to deploy on. Here you get multiple accounts with some test ether already loaded onto them, some configuration settings, a selection for the contract that you want to deploy, and the deploy button. So here if I click on the deploy button, you can see on the terminal that a transaction was sent and the contract was successfully deployed on our virtual Ethereum network. So we can also see the deployed contracts here, and we see that Hello World contract was deployed at this address, and it has this variable called greet. If we call it, we can see that it's a string variable and it has a value of Hello World.